What would the real angel say?
What are you doing?
He asked something that the real Angelus says. I'll have to go
That's
look
what
later.
they all say.
I'm just gonna say, oh no, because he's always friggin' distressed.
Yeah, we also need to like record. Alright. Just never saves my progress, but that's exactly why I saved my account. If I could just load my account, then bang, I don't have an issue anymore. And then oh bang, we're so back. I don't have vertical sync on. I'm still kinda laggy. Bruh. Oh, I need to add one of the go things. Add it. When's the drop again? 28.5. 28.5. It's gonna be light blue. And golden push-up. There we go. Yeah, that's what we need. Bro. Alright. If I make it...
Have a call in 15 minutes, Andrew.
Okay.
So no tappy tappy.
Bruh. I just got on.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, dude. I can't... Let's play here. Okay. How did I do that? Oh, whoops. What's even... Air picks... I will blow up. That clicks blind, bruh. I was lagging. Can I save it? What? What was that? 39 to 77 with a random pause in the middle because I was lagging? Nice. I need to... Let's do the maze to 100. Because I apparently died to this. Okay, what the void? How did I... What? Okay, I genuinely don't understand why this hitbox exists. It makes no sense. If this is already here, there is no reason for this to be here. Like, I don't know what we were thinking for that one. Wow. What? Did I bonk my head or something? Okay. Bro, how am I... like, I click like a millisecond too late, bro. It's actually annoying at this point. Okay, I don't know why I click. Like, why is that a thing? And you can't go too high either, else you'll, like, immediately die. What happened? Oh, I guess we can do this to 100. Alright, bang. Alright. What? I mostly expected to die to the hitbox as, like, no reason existing. But I didn't. I died to the saw blade under. Okay, just stop talking at this point. I'm clicking! Bro, these deaths are making 0 sense. Bro, just stop at this point, please. Okay, bro. Look, you probably gonna play from 0, maybe? That's like a maybe, though, like I said. Like, what? It looks like I just jump and hit the ceiling. Well, I need to check these hitboxes, bro. I can't. So then what happened there, bro? Like, I can't. Like, you could just jump over it. Hold on, is that a saw blade hitbox buffed? It looks, it's not. Alright, I had to make sure. Like, what? Oh my god, just what? How is that happening? And then this happens. Like, this always add a D-block, please. Alright. We did the frickin' run, bro. I can't. Are we serious? Whoa! Mm-mm-mm. No, bro. I've died to that from 0. Bro, I need, like... How am I not dead? What? How am I not dead? Dead. Alright. Let's see how far I can get from 0. What? No. Okay, I didn't realize how small that was. Okay, that is still, like, really small. But then when you go to, like... Okay, wait, but if I go to, like, 20... Bro, there's at least one day where I die to these clicks. They're so scary, bro. Like, I don't know. Bro, when I get past the first wave, bro, the sweat, bro, I swear. I low-key need to practice that wave. This thing? Okay, where did I die? I somehow, how did I die like that, bro? Like, what? I was expecting to die to this duel. Because where I died last time. Because this duel is, like, kind of hard. Not kind of, it is hard. It's also off-center. I swear, any duel I play is always off-center. Like, you can't make a good duel. It's always gonna be off-center. And that's what makes it hard. It's the fact that it's off-center. I didn't even die like that. I died here. Like, how? And after it's so free, bro, I can't. I die to it. Alright, that's... You can't blame me for an invisible saw blade, dude. That's just why.
Alright, Andrew.
Why does the button always disappear, dude? Why can't the button stay there? Like, every single time I go in here and enable this. It just disables itself the next time I open the game for no reason. Oh my god.
Hello, hello. How's it going?
Bro.
All of them. Oh. So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, this is. Bro. Dude. We cannot be transitions right now. Yeah. Please, bro, don't. Bro, what do you mean there are too many submissions? I was able to submit every other thumbnail just fine, but I can't submit that one. Like, it makes no sense. Well, we're gonna be adding a text card here now.
That.
That says quiet.
Yeah, that was one of them. Was API features that are not in the GUI. We're gonna get more details on
Quite,
that after
quite.
the NDA was signed, so we'll kind of
Cool.
I really don't think there's any, but I'd like to get the specifics on
quiet.
that. Might trigger something. For the AWS prefix list support, we do support that. And then for the Prisma access routing, the SCCAN
Bang.
routing, that one is on Palo at the moment. They don't have public APIs available for that. So we're asking customers to kind of push Palo.
Hi.
Kind of the same thing happened with some of the Strata Cloud Manager. We had to have customers push Palo to make the APIs available so that we could bring that kind of stuff in, right? So that's kind of where we're at on that one.
Okay, it doesn't work. So I could move it down a bit. Okay.
So for our automation, by default, we don't need the routing.
What do I want to add to this level? I want to make it rate worthy.
The route, I mean, we don't need the full
Technically, I already have,
We
but
need
like
the
it just
routing,
doesn't add do much.
per device. But sometimes that can target too many devices, right? So that's when padding comes into play. In the moment, we might be able to do just add like what we call a synthetic router in to simulate some of that. But that would be the closest workaround we have at the moment till Palo gets those APIs, right? Does that make sense?
I think one thing I wanted to add to this was, fun fact, I don't have free move on. Don't do it again. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing we had was the thing checker that randomly disappeared, I think. That's in. Yeah, 1.5 out in the time of 240 seconds.
So we had kind of talked about showing you just our change workflow today, anyways. Um, should we just go through that and kind of explain as we're walking through that? Yeah. Yep. Yep. So
Is it working? I can't tell.
the policy planners are our change workflow module. It's a self-contained ticketing system within Firemon, but a lot of customers do want to integrate it with, their ITSM. So
One thing I
whatever
do
ticketing
want to get
system they
rid
have.
of
I think it's Snow. Is that
is
right? ServiceNow. Yeah.
delete
So
all
that is one of the most common
a
integrations
planet
that we do.
compared to a GD block.
And also what I'm going to show here is our default out of the box workflow. Just kind of shows the art of the possible. But just keep in mind, like, there could be stages added, fields could be customized and mapped to fields that you care
yeah,
about.
they're
Like in
linked.
ServiceNow.
They were linked.
So I also set it to be more manual so you can see each one of the steps. Keep in mind that it could be automated too for a lot of these steps we go through.
Alright, we're just making stuff up, okay?
And once that ticket's created, whether it's from within Firemon or if it's sent over from like ServiceNow, then whoever's looking at it will have information around who requested it, what the business need is, the ticket ID from the external system. Down here is the requirement itself. And so we can provide recommendations based on what we know about the environment for this request. In this case, I have this set to our default
What?
recommendations, which just looks at each device.
Oh, it's just not
like
selecting
this
it.
ASA,
Okay, not
this Palo, now they're in AWS, and it doesn't take the path into consideration. It just takes the routing table on it. And if it routes for the source and destination, then we'll check it for access, right? But that's what I was saying. A lot of firewalls, especially if you have like big default route on the outside and like RFC 1918 towards the inside, then we could hit all the firewalls because they might all route for that in different circumstances. And so
Let's
that's
say
where
we
it
go
might target
add
too
a
many.
guide trigger.
Does that make sense there?
Go around to where it
Going
was.
back to your question around that? Okay.
So,
If
0.5.
we have that pathing, then if the pathing is built out, then we can utilize that to fine tune what devices are in path. So just bringing up our access path analysis example here. Oops, hit clear instead of run. Try this again. There we go. And so if we have the path built out, then we can see, hey, it hits this. This is just a synthetic router here. But if you have your real router sort of in Firemon, then it would show the pathing across that.
Anything but the guide trigger would be like.
Cisco, there's a policy block there. So that's another option of how our design and recommendations in this case can look. So we could still give you recommendations if we don't have the pathing. It just might be too many devices. But you can also either just unselect if you don't want it, or you can have a group of devices that you're just targeting, and it only looks at those. So
Lucky like the idea.
don't need the padding. We can do it without it. But for the most accurate results, then we do want the padding in there. When we find the devices, we check them to see if this access is allowed or not. If it's already there, we'll come back and say, hey, you don't need to do anything because there's already a rule allowing this access. Or like in this first one, saying, hey, you can modify an existing rule out there. If you just add this IP to the source of this existing one, then that is an option for you to do. Or you could create a new one. So it gives you options around that. The next thing we do is go out there and check for objects and services. If they exist, then we'll reuse those. If not, then we'll suggest creating new ones. This is an example of
max speed
fields
hack
that
it,
we can push
like
out
2
more power.
times speed.
If everything looks good here, just finish this up, and then we got this change plan down at the bottom now. Hey, for this access, we need to make changes on these devices. Uh, and after this is complete, we go into the what we call a review stage. And again, default workflow has one review stage. Sometimes a lot of customers want multiple review stages, or reviews routed based on the access that's being done. Hey, if it's this IP, then it should be reviewed by this extra team. So you can have multiple review stages in there. On the review side of things, whoever's reviewing this has all the information around the ticket that was created, the change plan that we came up with, and down here you can see any compliance failures that are going to
Oh,
because
that doesn't, the
it
zoom
pushes
trigger
out. So
doesn't
this is
seem
the
to be working.
pre-change assessment. So down here you can see I did enter a change control number and comments. Also, I created this as a custom zone-to-zone check. Hey, this is DMZ access into your trust network, so you might want to check that a little bit more. I also just flagged this as another custom control. Hey, this is just risky out there. Might want to double check that as well. Any questions here? Yeah. So you can see for this one, we didn't need to create any objects on the Cisco, but we needed to create a network and a service object on the Palo. So we can show that there. So in the previous stage, when we were looking at this, you have the option to modify that. Here, I'll actually just back this out. Let me show you. Go ahead and clear this out. Come back to the recommendations, so the devices, and on this page right here, in this design, you can come in and you can change the object name here. You want to do that, or you can create new objects as it goes in here. So that's one way that you could do it. We also have what we call an auto design, and what that does, instead of this being manual where I go through and click that, then Firemon tries to design everything for you, and then it comes back and just gives you this change plan here. And in that case, if you're using that, then you come in, look at Firemon, and then you just verify if
Can we make it
what
like
Firemon's adjustment was
like
good or not.
50?
And during that, you
50
can have
seconds,
custom
what would that look
object
like?
names if you always want to service objects to begin with something or post objects. Then you can have that custom naming standard there as well as like a rule naming standard. You can. Yeah, you can just come in here and edit it. Either that object or come in and edit the rule itself. You can change what it is comprised of, where it's being placed in the policy, what objects are in there.
Okay, why doesn't it work?
That answer your question? So now we're heading back into the review phase. And as I talked
Why
about
do I
earlier, any
even add to
controls
this anymore,
or
bro?
any assessments that are assigned to those devices
Should we add like a little guy?
will be
I'll like make a little guy.
flagged on here before it gets
over
pushed
here.
out.
Okay, grab that big freaking piece of glue, bruh.
Yeah.
Okay. How to add a little dude, bro. We're gonna make it like up here on a different layer than that, so we can nothing that gets you the point of being able to see it. Okay.
Right.
What colors are there? Let's see. I had a block for this. I just placed a block so that way I
so like if you do that auto design, Firemon auto designs it, and then it comes into
Okay,
the
you
review
can
stage.
use 18
And so
to
the first
whatever
thing you're
color
looking
you
at would be
want.
this here, and it would just say, hey, this is 80 out, and you can have that flagged here before it gets pushed out. And if you want to change it, then you just reject it like I did earlier, and then you can modify that.
You need to make a little guy,
And also
so
another
that's
good
what we're
thing
about
to
to
point
do.
out here is like we're looking at the review stage here, Firemon. But if you have the ServiceNow integration, like you can download the ticket information just from here, but we could send this information as a PDF back to ServiceNow, so whoever's reviewing it doesn't have to log into Firemon. They could look at the information from ServiceNow and approve it from there.
Okay, what is the point of doing that though when you can just go like that? Oh, I see.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so this is for each requirement. In this case, I just have one, but you could have multiple access requests in here, right? And each one shows up as a requirement, and so you could come down and approve it or reject each
This
one.
little guy's
So if you
not
wanted to
gonna look
reject,
good.
hey, port 80 is allowed, reject, and then you send it back, and then whoever can redesign that, modify it so it's not port 80, remove it, or add a different port in. If everything looks good and this is approved, then it goes into the implementation stage. And from this, there's several ways that you could implement this. You could have somebody go hands on keyboard on the firewall and make the changes, based off of this change plan, or you could come in and manually push the changes out from here. So you can just push these out. Could also have things scheduled for change window. So you see this first one is queued up for future change window. Firemon will queue those changes. When that change window pops around, then it will push the changes out at that point. So however once the implementation is done, then that brings us to the last stage, which is the verification. And so Firemon's listening for changes from the firewalls. In this case, it would be specifically watching for these changes on these devices. So when they come in, then Firemon will verify, hey, this change was indeed made out there, and then it will go ahead and auto close that ticket out, report back to ServiceNow. If it doesn't auto close out, then you know that Firemon didn't detect the change. So maybe it was a typo if somebody did it manually, or the change wasn't ever pushed. But this stage right here makes sure that the change that was designed, reviewed, and approved is the same one that actually got pushed into the environment.
Making a base right now. We're gonna see how it looks.
What do you mean by the other end? Like out on the far? Yeah. Yeah, so Firemon can stage to Panorama, or Firemon can stage and then commit to Panorama, or Firemon can stage, commit to Panorama, and push to the firewall. So we have those three options. If you have it where Firemon just stages, and that is changed before it's committed, then Firemon will never see that change come in, right? So we'll detect it. So it'll just show up as pending. Yeah, you can have the change window set up. Let me look at how. Yeah. So you can come in and set it up specific days, daily, once a week. Did I answer your question there? Yep. by default, we'll go in and find the device that allows for that. If it's managed by a management station like Panorama, then we will see what device group it is in and assign it to that. But if you want to change that, you can. Let me see. I can't remember if we have some options for checking which. Uh, yeah, I was thinking. I was thinking we had something. Maybe it's in. Let me come over into this one. I'm not sure. I'll have to follow up on that. I think this might be the trigger on that, where if you have it with the like the fewest changes, we'll throw it in a higher device group. Um, it's been a minute since I looked at that, so let me dig into that and get back to you on that one. For the, um, I mean, we have these workflow settings here, but if you want to update fields or stages that it goes through, um, that would be working with our professional services on that piece. It'll be a workflow that they maintain, so that'd be part of the install would be working with our services to customize like the fields, the interaction between ServiceNow and Firemon, and getting that the way you want. Um, and so then you would just have a new workflow that you would import that would have those customizations in it. Yeah, yeah. It kind of it depends. Like there are some things in here that you can set as far as like if you want to create and modify rules or just modify, and if you want us to commit to Panorama or push to the firewalls, those are all options within Firemon that you can set. If it's updating stages, adding new stages, or adding custom fields to the workflow, or custom routing based on fields in there, then that would be something that professional services would work with you. Yeah, if it breaks, if it's a break fix for some reason, then we will fix that. If it's a small field, just like you want a field updated, we can handle that. If it's like a workflow change from what was originally designed, then that would be scoped out with professional services. Also, We do have. I think decommissioning was important to you as well. Is that right? Yeah. So I have an example of that. Um, we have different requirements that you can add. Add connectivity for new connectivity. Clone an existing server out there. So if you're like duplicating a server or replacing it, then you can put the IP of that server and will create new policy with the new IP. Um, and then removing connectivity for deleting rules or objects and decommission server. You can put in that IP of that server that's being removed. It will go out and find policy around that. So in this case, it's saying, hey, I want to decommission this server. Um, when you submit that, it will go through and find the policy out there that is allowing access to that, and then will suggest what devices and rules need to be removed in order to decommission that server as far as the policy is concerned throughout the environment. So now we're in the review stage. If we come over here, we can see the change plan that was created. For this device, we need to remove object and a rule from Cisco. We need to move object and modify a rule out here in Palo. So then you can go ahead and push that out through our decom workflow there. Yes, yes. And that is, instead of the decommission server object, that is the clone server. So if you come down here, then it's very similar, but clone server, you can enter the server address that you want to find and clone, and then put in a new IP. And instead of going out and finding the policy we need to remove, we'll find the policy that needs to be duplicated for that new IP based on the old one. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you can have it come in and do like the new connectivity or decommission or cloning the servers. Yeah, you can have all those. Any other questions around that? Okay. Yeah, yeah. We also have our policy optimizer out there. This is for rule review and certification, recertification. So this could be based off of our compliance assessments. You could come in, like if you're going through and you see a rule, you can manually say, hey, this needs to be reviewed, route it over to policy optimizer. But you can start utilizing our controls and assessments to automatically create tickets whenever there's a failure. So it could be based off, hey, it hasn't been reviewed in 6 months, so let's automatically create tickets to review that, or it's been in use for X amount of time. Let's go ahead and create a ticket to review that. And then once that rule is sent over, it's wrapped in a ticket. Whoever's looking at it can see, the device, the rule itself, if there's been usage on that, the current control failures it has, the change history for this rule. And for every rule, we have rule documentation, so they can look at this as well. If the owner is populated in here, it could be a person or a group, then we not only auto-create the ticket, but we'll also auto-assign it to that owner, give them an email saying, hey, there's a rule out here that you need to review, and then they can come in and say, hey, let's certify this, still needed for this application XYZ, or if it's no longer needed, they can come in and say, hey, let's remove this, access is no longer needed. And then this will create a ticket in our change workflow to go ahead and remove that. So you could push rules out with our change workflow, and then you can them, make sure they're still needed here, and when they're no longer needed, you can decertify them and have that ticket created to do that work. The also could take this a step further where you could start automating some of this, and that is based on a script. So you can select certain controls. Say the most common is like unused rules or redundant rules. And if there's a redundant or unused rule out there, then and it's flagged in there, then that script runs however often you want, and then would automatically decertify that and send it over to. Could have it automatically removed as well. And like you can have additional checks in that, like maybe Firemon shows it as unused, but you want to verify on Panorama that Panorama also sees it unused. So you could do a check like that. Hey, Firemon shows it's unused, and then we go check Panorama. If that shows it's unused, then we go ahead with the decommission there. Yeah, yeah. So you could just create a group specifically for them. You can name it whatever you want, but then you could give them access only to Policy Optimizer for rule review. You could uncheck the others, for example. Yeah, that is what we do down here in the owner field. So that is the field that we utilize to track who the owner is.
I mean, yeah, I guess, bro. Sure.
Yeah, you'd create an individual user, just named by that
What if I
group,
get
and then
like
you would give
music
that
up here?
user
Like,
the group
I don't
email
know.
address. So if it's a group here, it maps to a user group in Firemon, right? And then that email goes to their distribution list, so that list gets notified.
What if we get like music in the background? Like space, ambience, bro. I don't know.
There's one other thing I wanted to show around, called Firemon Insights. So this is some higher level dashboards and has our AI chatbot in that. So this could start tracking, your trends
Okay.
over time.
Here we are.
You can see, through how you compare to similar organizations in various stats. Overall trending on, shadows.
Where is the object I'm trying to look for?
Ticket changes out there, overall risk. This down here, these KPIs can be customized per person.
I
So maybe
swore it was
somebody
in
only wants to
here.
follow the critical control failures, and you
Is
can,
it the solid tab?
they can turn off everything else. But you can see, how it's trending over time, or your overall
Yes, it is.
percentile, how you rank against other
Disable.
organizations, and give you some more information into that.
Okay, if we save
And
and
then
exit.
you can ask
go.
our AI around,
There we go.
different information, like, hey, what reports can you create for, metrics over the past quarter, or hey, what is the allowed access on here? So it can have more of a conversational interaction to get, overview
Okay,
of
well,
your
that
policy.
didn't
You
really
can
do
dig
much.
into
Oh.
Firewall Security Manager to find the details around
What
that.
is happening?
We also have what we call, this is our best practices.
Go put that back
One of our
up
assessments
again.
out there.
Yeah.
Kind of give you a quick overview of where things are improving or where things are getting worse. You can kind of see down here. You can dig into like what are your worst firewalls, or what's the ones that are causing the most risky access. We also have change information.
This feels a bit odd.
Detailed view, so you can track number of tickets over time. Hey, what's my ticket activity per
feel
it's
like
sitting
that.
the longest time. What's the overall
And
task
like
flow, the
that.
average
Oh,
duration
that's much
across all
better.
these steps? Is it taking forever to review this and kind of see tickets created, what your overall trend and ticket forecast is? So it just gives you a lot of information around ticket information like that. You sure can. Yep, yep.
Got an idea if I could just. Oh, I have an idea.
So for
Okay, well,
like
crap.
the best practices and the change, um, those aren't customizable. But overall, on this KPI dashboard here, this one, you can customize any of these down here. So if you're coming here to like where it says moving something, so this could be just for him, and you could toggle on or off what he sees on that page. No, that's yeah, yeah. Okay.
Quite the predicament, right, for this one. HSV that shit. Just make it.
Yeah. So you can come in here and see the FQDN objects that are out there, and if there is usage on those, so you can see it that way. But as you mentioned, if it isn't a rule, then and you wanted to see how it's being used in that rule, we have what we call the rule usage report. So you can come in here.
Okay,
I don't think I have
this is
anything
looking
on
better.
Paddle FQDN, but
What I don't like is this. So we're gonna try to fix that. 'Cause it's very noticeable.
yeah. It, you can kind of see it right here. Like this network group, it has 8,700 hits, but this object within it, very important stuff, has got 0 hits on it. So probably look at the same with the estimated service as well, so you can get more detailed information around that. That we do not. At least not out of the box.
What?
Tracking, like it's an FQDN object that doesn't come up with a IP address when you require it.
What?
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like we can't track that specifically, but yeah, it wouldn't have any hits. So. Any other questions around this?
What the freak? Why can't I select that?
Uh,
There we go. Link it.
yeah, yep. That's just our default out of the box workflow there. the same, right? Except there might be like a second review stage, or custom fields. Um, the-
Okay,
and
there's
what kind of
also
what did you
users
want to see? I
30
guess.
already.
Question.
That is the issue right there in front of our face. Can't make this look good because of it. Yeah, you could say layer it all you want, but I can't layer it. It's already like layered.
Um, I would say a vast majority of customers want it customized. So they like these are just static text fields in here that we have. Sometimes they want drop downs referencing certain information,
You just
other fields that you might be important to you in ServiceNow that you want to have come across into this tickets. Additional review stages, that's a big one, where maybe there's initial review and
what
then
layers
a
is this on?
security
T2.
review,
What are the rest on?
or a cab review, or if it's this certain
That is
access,
on
then
T2, then
it
that
should be
means
routed
the
to
rest
this
have to be
certain
under.
so
Where that's
that
on
is
T3,
probably some of the
alright.
most common ones that I see.
It's on T1. 2. So, wait. That's on B2. The lowest thing is on B2.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Let me take a shot and see.
Put this on like layer 1 for now.
ServiceNow environment is up.
Oh wow.
So right here in service, this is
Okay.
also our default workflow. This is the default ServiceNow integration that we have. But you can hit the requirement type if you want to clone the server.
If we
or
made
decommission the
this
server here in
B1,
ServiceNow.
what would happen?
Dan, is that what you're looking for there?
What? Hold on, what? Okay.
Yep.
How would I fix
So
this?
this is the list that maps to the requirements that we went through in our policy planner there when watching that.
I wish there was a button where you could just lower the layer by 1 or something. Is this it? So wait, I go here, but that is not the rings, bro. Okay. Can I go into it then? Oh, wow, alright. Cool. What if I put... Oh, I messed it up. Cool. Need to go up here. Look it again.
Yeah, exactly. This is, as Steve mentioned, this is a high-level workflow here, where more of the actions are taken in ServiceNow. Tickets created there is sent to Policy Planner for the design. So this could be either the manual design or an auto design. But then we do the checks for the review stage, and then we send that back to ServiceNow, where that review can be done there and approved to go to implementation. And then that can be manually implemented or scheduled for that change window. But whenever that's pushed out and then we verify it, then that's when we go back to ServiceNow and mark that as complete there. This is kind of the same, except more of the work here is done in Firemon. So tickets created
if I just do like, let's say B1.
But the design's done in Firemon, the review's done in Firemon, and implementation, everything kind of stays here, and we report back the status as it's progressing.
And undo that.
And down here, this is
Bro,
this is
what?
more of
How does
what,
that happen?
the detailed workflow would start looking like as you start working with our services
We
team.
get
What actions you want to have happen in what location.
B3. I see, okay. So if we go here, I click minus again. Then we would need to be on B4. What am I saying here? I need to go up.
We saw that. Yeah, we have the transit gateways, but for the AWS load balancers, we don't have that support at this time here.
Okay, but just link
We
that.
couldn't really do anything with that right now.
This is
It
on
is coming.
B1,
It's on the
right.
roadmap.
We need this.
We have some cloud projects going through. Azure was the first
Or
one
different,
not finished.
on a different thing.
AWS is next on the
Where
list.
then
I think
we
it's going to be
can
done by end of year. But
make
right now.
Oh my god, why does it keep doing
So I
that?
can't really speak to that till we get it.
I make
Is it the application and network load balancers?
I'm so confused what I was trying to do, bro. If I make this smaller. Where? Ignorant there.
Yeah, when I asked about it, they mentioned the application and network load balancers.
Huh.
They didn't mention the gateway.
What am I
stuff, but
thinking?
I
It's not gonna
will
work.
follow up to specifically. All right.
Okay. Okay, anything but that, please.
Any other questions?
Bro, what is how? I moved the Z order up by
Yeah.
oh my god, bro. Get them B5. There we go. Dude, whoa.
Yeah. Great. Thanks a lot. Look forward to talking again.
Okay, how did it get lowered on layer again, bro? I just got its layer looking fine. feel like this is too bright. If we could just like HSV. Oh, we can't. Unless we do this. Which I guess didn't mess up anything. Can I play the game again?
Yeah, you can.
Bang. Alright. Do 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 do. Okay, back to what I was doing. I forgot that was even a way to die in this level, bro. Okay, this ball is gonna need some practice. And that's why. Alright. Let's play from the drop. Dang. Ha. Why am I so bad, bro?
Hey guys.
Hello.
Nah.
Oh my gosh, you guys are just like so welcoming. This is so kind.
Say hi.
I want to jump over the pad.
What's up?
I don't know, I'm just bored.
Yeah!
Oh,
Did I make you less bored?
I guess. Just say, if you're bored, then you're safe, and I'm no longer safe.
Sometimes I wonder about you.
Sometimes I wonder about you.
Well, thank you.
Can't freaking. I can't.
So you care? Aw. What?
Oh. Yes, Aurora. Of course I care.
No, it's too late.
What? Nah. I knew I just like somehow missed the click. Like I like didn't click. I thought for some reason I thought there was a gravity portal, bro. I don't even. I know you guys want to hear the music. I just muted my game. Whoops. What even happened there, bro? It's not gonna let me get a single attempt to the cube. That's what's gonna happen. Why is this click fully blind, bro? There is no reason for it. I was low-key hoping to get past that. My expectations were too high. Now I understand why I died there, bro. Oh my god. Alright, you can't... But that does not count. What? Bro, I always have to practice this just because I click too early. And it was a void click. First I clicked too early, and then I just got a straight ass void click. Like, what? Okay, next time don't undo uncontrolled spams. And a void click. Like anything, bro, please. Alright, well, we're counting that. I got to the part.
I finally got a crush on my pilot.
Love at first sight?
Not a love at first sight,
Aw.
but it was a crush, so I'm happy. Logan Echoes was a crush on Buffy.
What? Wait, that death makes no sense. I'm not clicking. How did I die? The death that made 0 sense. What? Also, I don't get why this path is blocked off when it's the harder path. Like, I hate when levels block off the harder path when it should be allowed if it's harder. Like, what? There's no reason for it not to be blocked off. I mean, there's no reason for it to be not blocked off. Why am I dying there? Why am I dying there? I'm clicking. What? The death that made no sense. Please just let me get past the 2 saw blades. Okay, oh my god. Why? What is making me die to this? And it's a blind click. Like, it's always a blind click. I'm clicking. Why is it void clicking? So you're saying I'm dying for taking the harder route? Okay, bro. How did I do that? Looky easier route, bruh. Just go up here. I'm just playing from zero at this point. See what we can do. I guess not much, because I keep dying to the. Oh my god. Why is there invisible hitboxes still? I thought the person who updated it fixed all the bugs. There's still invisible hitboxes at the beginning. Dropping 749 attempts, bro. I got dropping less. So much less than that, bro. What does the LDM look like? Like Ultra LDM? What does that look like? We're about to find out. What does Ultra LDM look like? It looks the same, not gonna lie.
Application load balancer, network load balancer. Initial. This is they have the gateway load balancer.
I guess we'll never know what it looks like because I can't freaking see what it looks like.
Yeah, that's what I was trying. I tried to be specific, but I said the application network. I said nope, it's the gateway. They seem pretty confident to me that it is not the same thing.